Hey friends, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Kristen, and today I'm making a really cool set. It's KUROMI themed. I went off making these. It's going to be a really good time, so if that sounds like fun to you, buckle up because it's a bit of a long one today, but be sure to stick around to the end. And a quick shout out to my friend here on YouTube, Sandra. Her channel is Sandra's Sparkly Sets. She mailed me a bunch of nail supplies, including these famous square tips from Enail Couture. So thank you so much, my friend. I'm very grateful for that. And make sure to go give Sandra a follow if you're not already. I started one hand off camera, so here's the base for one hand. And then for the other hand, I'm going to freestyle it as well. I'm using jellies, blooming gel, iridescent polishes, and texture, just to, play around, kind of get this like cool, translucent Y2K vibe. And I don't like to make nails the same. I want every nail to be different. So that's the vibe for today. For this nail, I'm starting out with 2 layers of this purple jelly polish from Makartt, and then over top I layered this kind of like scattered holographic top coat from Model 1s. This top coat looks so good over literally every jelly color, like this purple one, nude colors. It's just perfect. It's the aesthetic I'm living for right now. Oh, and it's kind of a good time for me to have done these KUROMI nails because, as you all may have seen, Apres Gel X came out with this Hello Kitty KUROMI collection, and it looks so, like they made it so marketable, but for real, I don't really like Apres nail tips. Their thumbs are never big enough. I never can find a size big enough for my thumb, and then like I'll do my best to make it fit, but it'll like pinch. And if your nail tips are not fitting right, like it hurts your nails. So I don't really get Apres anymore. Plus the ones that came in that collaboration are so friggin' short and like not my style at all. So Apres who I'm doing my own KUROMI collab right here. I'm going to talk about these nail tips a little bit more because they're so nicely sculpted. They're longer than I thought. They're more of a 3XL versus like a 2XL. And the C curve is so sculpted and deep. And that's why I really like these ones. I really like those arched C curves. They make me feel so sassy. I want to like click my fingers a lot. And I think, yeah, no, I saw Femi do a set probably more than a year ago using these, and like it never left my brain. I was like, oh my God, they look so good on her. I cannot wait to try them. So yeah, super grateful to finally have these nails in my possession. And the iridescent shade that I was just using for the base of this nail is from a collection from Amelie. So yeah, I'll have everything, most things in the description if you're curious about what I'm using. I brought out my Born Pretty 5-in-1 top coat because it's really the best product I have at this point for doing texture. So this is going to be a full textured, like globular nail. And I am actually going to keep in pretty much the whole process of me doing it because I want you to see that, I don't know if you thought this like I did, but I thought that globby nails and doing these like textured swoop things was like relatively easy, but there's a lot of finesse that goes into making the globs actually like look good and look even. So yeah, it's not as easy as I thought, like, which is kind of how it is for freaking everything with nails. I'm like, oh, this technique looks easy. No, it's tricky, okay? And yeah, it took a bit of practice. So yeah. Anyway, this part is going to be, I don't know if it's a little long. Hopefully it's relaxing to watch, but I did want to keep in the full process for this. This nail was definitely a lot of work in terms of time consuming, but worth it. I love the way the texture looks over top of that iridescent polish. So once I've done most of the main lines, I'm just going to fill in the edges with some smaller lines and pretty much done with that one. And now moving into the next finger, I've already got 2 layers of the Makartt purple jelly, and then I'm doing a layer over top of my Tickled Pinque blooming gel. This is the middle finger, and I do have to say that with these nail tips, there was a pretty big size difference between the size 3 and 4. I really wanted the size 4 to fit, but I had to go with the size 3, to make it fit comfortably, and I just felt like my middle finger was so much, not so much, but like bigger than, the other fingers. Like it fit a bit big and there wasn't like a better option. So actually, I have another set of nails that have that deep C curve, and it's the same thing. Like I need to go up a size for my middle finger, and then I just kind of feel like things are a little out of proportion, but I don't know if it's even that noticeable to like, the average human. And I'm gonna be real, I don't like how this one turned out at all. Like I was doing this thing with the blooming gel, it wasn't looking the way I wanted. I started to panic and added some like purple and then was like, it's not blooming enough. Let's like spread it out. And then I was like, whatever, I'm just covering it all with charms anyway. I guess I did the snail off camera, but it was also just blooming gel. And now I already did a layer of the jelly again for the thumb, and I'm taking the iridescent polish from, earlier I said this was from Amelie, but it's actually Model 1's. Both of these brands had like similar sets available on Amazon, so sometimes I get confused as to which one I bought, but these are from Model 1's, my bad. They come in like really small bottles. I really wish they came in regular size bottles. I think I talked about that in a previous video because I remember swatching these ones and being like, where's all the product? I want more gel polish. All right, the base of the set is done. That's right, this was just the start. Now we're gonna get into decorating these bad boys. I'm gonna bling them the F out. And yeah, I I go through this bling it gel like it's nobody's business. For real, I just ordered, LGN Pro was having a sale, and I ordered nothing but 4 bling it gels just to stock up on them. I thought about getting some other products, but I am on a bit of a budget, and I just felt like the builder gels were kind of pricey, and I didn't really need anything else, And if I was gonna do an order just for the bling it gel, I was like, I might as well, I might as well get a bunch of it. So yeah, I should be good for another couple months or whatever. If y'all remember, I picked up these chrome hearts in my last video, which was a haul, and I love them. I love them so much. I want to do a set that's just all those chrome hearts, basically. They're lovely. So yeah, the pinky is done. 9 more to go. I should say I'm not going to show decorating every single nail. I'm only going to show, I think, 4 out of 10, because it does get a bit repetitive after some time, but we will take a good look at them at the end. I'm applying this handcuff charm. So cool. I was talking about it in my last video. I absolutely love these. Really liked using them on this set. And our first little KUROMI is going to make an appearance on this nail. We're going to tuck her right there, kind of like on the handcuff a little bit, cleaning up around the edges. And yeah, it's a little bit blurry and I'm a little bit out of frame, but she cute. When it comes to the charm placement, I'm not really freestyling that much. I kind of planned, I laid out everything on my paper towel in the background so that I mostly knew how it was going to come together. It looks chaotic in the background there, but trust me, I know what's going on. I've got a plan, so yeah. There were a few charms that I thought for sure I would use, but then I ended up not at all. Like the monster eye in the background just didn't end up quite fitting. And I had this like cute little purple pill there as well, which again, I was just like, it didn't end up in the final draft. So I like to pull out so many different charms. Like when I'm going to make a set, I like to pull out just like a huge assortment. I'll literally go through all of my many, many boxes and drawers of charms and just kind of like create this mishmash of like a vibe that I want, which is a fun way to work, but honestly, it's so annoying when it comes time to like put all those charms away. Sometimes I just have like little buckets of like organized chaos, which that's so my vibe, organized chaos. Anyway. Once I know I'm done with all the charm placement, I wipe it down with some alcohol just in case any of the wax tool stuck to the charm, so that's why I wipe it down. And so yeah, here's how 3 of the nails are looking together. So fun. So intense. Let's decorate one more together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take this glue gel from BT Art Box. I used it in a recent video. It's for adhering full cover nail tips, but I wanted to kind of fill in the gaps to secure these charms in a way that they wouldn't get stuck in my hair and my clothing. Previously, I was using a glue gel from A Galore & Co., but I ran out of it, so for this set, we're going to use this stuff. It wasn't like the best because it was kind of stringy, but I did pick up another glue gel, which we'll talk about in another video. But yeah, this step is key because so many people will say to me, you know, I wish I could wear nails like this, but I don't want them getting stuck in my hair. And honestly, I have thick curly hair. I was wearing these for a while. I will run my hands and nails through my hair and they don't get stuck when you take this extra time to fill in all the gaps where hair could get snagged. So highly recommend taking this extra step if you want to wear really charmy nails. Okay, the decorating is done. Look how pretty everything's looking. I'm loving it. So yeah, let's just do a close-up of them since I didn't film me decorating every single one. Hopefully y'all are liking how these are coming together so far. And the next step I'm going to show is how I do top coat when I make really chaotic nails like this. I'm going to take a brush that's like smaller and kind of, this is time consuming for sure, because I'm going to just kind of like carefully paint around everything with this little brush. And I also need to tell you, I did something so extra with these. Because I wanted to wear them, I didn't want the charms, like these chrome hearts, for instance, or any of those silver charms to wear down, expose like a copper underneath. You know what I mean when charms kind of wear away their color layer. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I actually did a thin layer of base coat over every silver charm, including these chrome hearts and all the pearls, all the silver details. So I did not leave that in, but I just want you to know that I was being crazy and I did a little base coat over top of everything. I shouldn't say I was crazy because honestly it worked so well. None of my charms faded. Like, top coat doesn't really hold to charms really well. Like it'll come off with, you know, daily wear and tear. But taking that extra step with the base coat made the top coat adhere so well. And yeah, it was a lot of extra work, but it did the trick, you know? So I basically did the same thing with the base coat, but with the little brush, but just on the charms specifically. So now that I'm doing the top coat, I'm making sure to cover everything. And I've been more conscious of top coat pooling, so pooling around the charms, and I want to be mindful to kind of not let that happen. You can see here I'm taking this dry brush and I'm kind of soaking up the extra product around these pearls where the top coat likes to gather, and I'm pulling that away to hopefully get like a cleaner look for everything. I know, I'm being so effing extra. But yeah, then I hold it upside down for a little bit before I put it in the lamp to cure. So let's do that one more time, but I'm gonna speed up the footage a bunch and you can just see me kind of meticulously paint over everything. Oh, and the KUROMI's got base coated also, if that wasn't obvious. If you're like, I wonder if she did that. Yes. Yes, I did everything for this set. Okay, I'm moving into the next stage and I'm adding this extra footage because I've been testing and using new products, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this base coat from Jello Jello. It's a peel-off base coat that comes with this gel and also an oil that dissolves the base coat so that you can pop it off when you're ready. This is my second time using it, and I definitely have some thoughts, so I'm going to try to go through them while I do this step. So I'm focusing the product more in the center and leaving a thin area around like the edge of my nail, around the cuticle. I'm leaving that bare nail because I wanted to do another layer of base coat over top. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, I'm not going all the way to the edge. I mean, this nail in particular I accidentally did, and then it kind of pooled on the side a little bit. Anyway, that'll help me segue into kind of like my thoughts about this gel. I might just need more practice with it, but I do find it a bit hard to use. And yeah, I don't know why. So I'll keep trying it because I would really love to have the ability to pop off my nails. But my experience so far has been that when I pop them off, they seem to be damaging my nail bed. Anyway, so I'm going to do a layer of this, cure it, and then I'm going to go over with another base coat over top and then go more close to the edges with the other base coat. I feel like I saw somebody on YouTube do it like that, but I'm going to probably change up my approach because it didn't really work for me. So the reason that this hasn't really been working, actually, I don't know the reason why it hasn't been working. When I'm ready to pop off the nails, I use the oil. You know, I've seen other people do it, so I've watched tutorials. I know to like wait and give it some time to dissolve, but both times I've popped them off, they've damaged my nail bed. And I was really frustrated because my nails had just grown out to be pretty healthy and I didn't have any damage on them. And now they're all effed up again. So I'm not really liking this peel off base coat. And if you have any tips and tricks, I would love to hear them because I would like to have this product work for me. But yeah, so far it has not been the miracle product that I hoped it'd be. All right, we got all that base coat applied, and now we're going to use another new product to attach these. So something I didn't mention before was I was keeping these nails translucent, transparent, so that I could cure them on. And this was a little bit risky, I won't lie. I didn't actually know if this gel would cure completely if I did this, but anyway, it did work. But I'm using this Taffy gel, which is a new product from Enail Couture. It's similar to the bubblegum gel in the sense that you use it to apply these full cover nails. It's a thick consistency, you can touch it, it holds the nail into place really well. I actually did not notice a difference at all between the Taffy gel and the bubblegum gel. I actually kind of thought it was the same. My first instinct was that it was the same product, but less of it and in a tube. But maybe there's some slight difference, but it's pretty much the same in my opinion. But the bubblegum gel is a great product. It's literally my favorite thing for applying nails. So I basically just consider this the same thing. So I will definitely use it all. Very easy to use, nice to squeeze out, press it into place, hold it on the nail, flash cure it. And yeah, I'm going to flash cure all of them on, and then we'll do a full cure in the lamp after. And I didn't know for sure if this was going to work. There was a pretty high probability, I thought, of me having uncured gel on my nails because I didn't know if all the charms and the way I painted things would block out the light. Maybe the light wouldn't get all the way through. I was trying to keep things as translucent as possible on the nail bed. But anyway, yeah, it actually did work. When I popped them off, all of the gel was cured. So I was very happy about that. If I had ever applied too much, I would kind of like flash cure it. I was flash curing it just like on the top around the cuticle, and then if a bunch squeezed out underneath, I'd still be able to like scrape out that excess product without, yeah, without it like curing. So it took longer to cure these. I spent way more time under the flash lamp and way more time in the actual lamp, but yeah, it did work. But just be careful if you're attempting something like this. Just be mindful. Try to only use like translucent, transparent products. Okay, I'm creeping in with the finished set. A full friggin' set this time. It's so fun. It's so intense. I love them so much. These are the kinds of nails I want to be wearing all day, every day, you know, despite the impracticability of it all. I did make it through like 3 or 4 days wearing them, including working, typing away on my little typewriter. So it is possible to adapt. But yeah, this set is looking beautiful. I hope that you all like it as much as I do. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing any thoughts or feedback that you have about this set. I know this video was a little bit late this time. I am trying to keep to a weekly schedule, but for real, your girl has been selling custom orders of press-ons, and I've been a little sidetracked with that, which is a good thing. But anyway, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. If you've made it to the end, you're amazing. I love you and I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.